Okay, guys. Hi there. I'm Shauna from Infinity Readings. I am going to go live. I have this feed of videos I'm trying to get out here through the computer. It's not working. So there's a few here that have glitched in the processing of all these videos. So I'm going to try to get this. There's two here that in particular that are part of a clump of videos that I'm still waiting to process. Nonetheless, I'm gonna, I could not, couldn't get them back. Basically, they were glitched beyond repair. So I am going to work on these through tonight and the rest of the week here. I'm going to try and shoot out as many as I can that are behind, and we'll go from there. So it's one of those weird glitches that kind of makes you go, this is not supposed to happen. So I have a feeling that in the Pisces female and the Cancer male singles, there's something going on there. Change of energy from the time I initially filmed the videos to now. So here we go. So this is the Pisces female single, the reading for the winter 2018 here. Okay, shipped out half my readings. I'm just waiting for the others to download. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to start out here. I'm a little frazzled. It's full moon fever night here. So, man, my timing, tell you. Okay, so the first card, I basically have like 5 different decks I pulled from. And I'm just going to go into the love, sex, and romance areas. Trying to unlock the blocks here in the love area, get you forward advancing. So we'll see if this resonates or not. I'm kind of nervous to find out what's changed here. I'm half Aquarius, half Pisces myself, so this is going to be nerve-wracking. Okay, the first card I get for the general energies, right, is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, my video is backwards. Oh, well. The Six of Swords is about leaving a situation, a relationship. We are single, so there's a turning and moving, traveling in a direction here. And the implication is that we're going to somewhere where it's calmer, less chaotic is the word I got. So this is a situation that may be happening. Now, if you're single, I feel like there's definitely a scenario here where you have, in essence, something romantic, like an opportunity here, or something that has been in the past and is something we're traveling away from, okay? Now, the next card I get is the Sun. So the Sun is about joy, happiness. Yeah, I gotta look at these again here. Okay, this is good. I wanted to make sure the way they lay on the table is the way I see them. Now, what's going on here is she is leaving something that was very heavy, very maybe even negative in her zone here, and she's going to try and make things happier. We're going to the sun. The sun is shining where we're headed. So we're heading to the joy and the happiness. Seems like we may have had a situation here where the Pisces female may have been in a position where she was kind of held down by negative energy. I'm just saying it that way because it's really something that she's left, it's gone, but it still was hanging on to her for quite a while after, right? She's single, but man, the energy was sitting heavy. So we're moving in a new direction away from that. The sun is shining and we're going to gain joy here. And I feel like it's not quite here yet. Next card, Queen of Cups. This is her energy. This is what she wants, right? She wants to fill her cup. She wants to feel all the happiness that's coming out of there. She may not have a good rein on what's going on there. We may have, like I said, from the past here, we may have some stuff going on where we still have to process some of this. Some of the emotions from a past relationship. It's highly aspected. We go further forward. There's more joy here. But she is really looking at the cup. Now, the essence I get here, because the joy is here, right? It's shining bright, and she's looking in the other direction. So that's really giving me that sense, right? She's still processing. There's a lot of emotions oozing out of that cup. She's still processing a lot of that. So that's hanging heavy. Now, the next card I got to end that line, these are basic energies that she's dealing with her scenario right now. Yeah, the Queen of Cups dealing with the energies. What energies? The Eight of Cups of walking away. We had something we invested a lot of time and effort into, and we had to let it go. And this is still causing disruptions emotionally, but it's under control. I mean, it's in our hands, and we are realizing that this is not giving back, right? Is not giving enough. So we're leaving, even though I think our focus is still on it. We're still processing, still, going through all of that. There's the sun is shining here. We're leaving. We're going in a better direction, but I do not feel she's touched base with that yet. Okay. So that's the first line of general energies, kind of stating what's going on here. Now, the next line, as we move a little deeper into the situation, first card we start out with is the Four of Wands. So this is the energy of the past. Okay, so I'm going to move my mouse. The past, the Four of Wands. This was something that was something she perceived to be very strong, stable, sturdy, marriage material, something that was very much sacred to her. And she was very much in the center of all of that, feeling all of that. I feel like this was very heavy on her because, if she's turning her back against all of this stuff, still processing, she thought this was marriage material. Okay. Next card, Five of Cups, and that's the disappointment. Along came disappointment through this relationship. She's let it go, but nonetheless, it was heavy. It was up there. It was like number one, and we thought that's where we were headed, but nonetheless, we were disappointed. And we move forward. Two of Cups. This was a deep connection, maybe even a type of soulmate thing going on here. The Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Five in the middle, heavy duty. This was something that was not easy to get through. Okay, that's really plain and simple. And then on top of that, man, it's pretty clear cut. That is how it ended. We had a situation here where we invested a lot of heart into someone, and not only did they let us down, but they broke the heart that we gave them. Okay, they ended up breaking that deep lifelong commitment that we thought we could have. That was shattered, right? Three Swords, pretty clear. Yeah, I'm not going to dive any deeper. I mean, that's the scenario, right? We're going right into the depths here. So as we pass down into, I use the Lenormand deck to kind of filter into the love and sex area. See what's going on. It's obviously, there's a past relationship here that's sitting pretty heavy. Now, 43 is the maze on the Lenormand. That's talking about confusion. Situations where we may have a lot of differing opinions, things going outward, talk back and forth, not getting anywhere. Yeah, the word lies wants to come out here, but I feel like it's more deception. Why am I playing with the words? I don't know, but there's a sense here that we just got lies going back and forth and nobody's making any production here, right? We're not making any headway here with the words. They don't mean anything. Now, the next card I get is 17. That's the Storks. Storks are about movement. Could be about a literal move. Could also be about positive things coming forward. I feel like so much so for the Pisces female, I feel like that is kind of her silver lining here. We have some positive stuff we can look forward to in the future. And I feel like even though we're confused now, this is coming, you know, and not only, give me a minute here. Yeah, you know, this could be a job opportunity as well. But it just seems like, you know, amongst all this confusion and all of these, you know, processing of all these emotions back and forth, did we do the right thing? You know, I think the Pisces is out and she's single, but it's just really hard for her to process all of this. But nonetheless, there's good things coming around her. And I feel like that's yet to come. I don't feel it's right away. I feel like it's coming over the next few months because this span here will reach into January, February, March of next year. So I feel like this will be maybe even after Christmas season. We're talking about brightening things up where we let go of that load, that heavy load of heartbreak. The next card we get on Lenormand is the luck card. So there is a lot of opportunity here to cash in on some of that luck, right? We got some, like I said, silver linings here. And we're going to have to make sure that we don't sit in our 5 of cups too long and dwell on that without, because we may miss some of these opportunities coming forth. Okay. Next card I get on the last of the line here is the birch broom thing. This is about struggle, strife. And I'm getting a sense here that we're talking about the female. Yeah. Trying to be happy with things in her life. That's what they're saying. She's struggling here to, we realize it's like we have a sense of knowing there's better things than this, but there's really a bitchy sense of her being in a mode where we just cannot process things properly and we're going out in anger and causing strife. And so this kind of a situation's kind of hanging there. It's near the end of the line here, so we might be able to bat it off, right? Because there's a sense here, these two cards in the middle wanting to blossom some good stuff forward. We're confused, and we're going to create conflict out of that confusion, but there is good things here to focus on nonetheless, okay? So those are the middle cards here to kind of break up the love and sex side. So as we get into the love area here, first card we get for the Pisces female is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about blocking the heart in a romantic way. We are shutting the heart off. No more. But I feel like the Pisces female is really trying to struggle with this. She knows it's not right. She knows she can't gain another partner if she does this, but she is feeling this nonetheless. It's like, I cannot go forward here. I thought I had everything. And it was almost like she's bamboozled, right? And we thought we had it all, and now we don't know what the hell we're talking about. So why should we open it back up? We're just going to get tricked again, right? That's the sense I'm getting. I'm just going to fall in again. What's the point here? So a bit of a reluctance to be in a positive mode, right? Looking forward. So the next card, 8 of Cups. So that's about gatherings with friends, you know, smaller gatherings with a couple, 3 people, good friends, happy times, you know, maybe just meeting at the pub and, you know, catching up on things, small gatherings. That's what I'm getting. I get a sense here it is, she's going to try to do that in her own way, try and open up to things a little bit. And that is that card. Now, the next card we get, lovely, 15, is the Devil. So, okay, here we go. So we may be coming. Okay, I got to, just give me a minute here. I got to tune in. Yeah, I'm going, is this her energy or opposing energy? And they're going, no, this is her. There's going to be some, oh man. Yeah, it has to do with shutting the heart valve off. of a situation here where we're in a public kind of way, but more of small, intimate gatherings, and it's like our devilish side is going to come out. It's almost like it's like snappy and cynical. This is what I'm getting. Cynical side. Not necessarily going rampant here on addictions or anything like that, but like we're going to be snappy with people, especially those we want to attract. Really, a sense here of doing the opposite of what she truly wants in her heart, meaning inadvertently pissing people off. You're attracted to men, you're going to piss them off. It's kind of like a fighting back, is what I'm getting, to the sex that she's trying to attract. That's what it's like. Yeah, we're gonna if someone comes across to us and wants to be with us, we're gonna be starting to flare out in hurt and anger, and that's not good. Jeez, that's not good. That's what I'm getting, is really, you just come at me and let me shoot you down. And they're yeah, that's not a good way to go. I don't understand that, because we're shutting our heart off. We're going out, and it's like we want to socialize. Why? To get out and mingle, and then we're going to be raunchy to people. Not a good energy we're going to come forth with. And then the last card we get on the romance side is the Three of Coins. Now, the Three of Coins is about forcing things. It's interesting. I get a sense here. Okay, this may fit for somebody. I get a sense of a scenario here where we're out mingling and people are maybe being attracted by us, and we are not interested, but we're going to go in that direction and force it. You show me what is good about me, and I'll prove you wrong. It's almost like there's a crash and burn coming up here. Yeah, it's really a weird energy I'm picking up on. And this leads the show, man. My heart is shut off. I'm just playing games here. So bring it on. Bring it on. What do you have? And this is that energy of forcing something that you have no depth for, right? So the Pisces woman may be in a scenario here where she just kind of rebels against the opposite sex, or whatever sex you're into, right? She's rebelling against that. Almost like I've been hurt, and now I got to splatter it outwards, which is not good at all. Pisces is not usually like that. But I feel like she's been stung, and she's spitting and sputtering here. Like her energy cannot handle it. And because we are shutting our heart down, right? Because we are turning off the emotions, it's got to come out in some other way. It's going to come out in chaos. Some kind of chaos here she's going to create in people that are attracted to her. She's going to start kicking the shins of these people, which is not good. She's going to create bad karma, is what it is. That's what's going on. So that's the romance. Not good. Not good. Okay, so the sex. First card. The moon. So that is about the things we don't understand. Mysteries, illusions, lies. There may be lies around us. We may be creating some of that by the romance cards here. We're shut off, so therefore we have no access to our own truth, right? And we don't go outward in it, especially in a romantical kind of way. I feel like that's the illusion. The illusion is being put on by the woman. She's kind of going out there and seeing what she can find. Next card. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about a karmically tied relationship on the physical end of things. I feel like romantically, this woman is single. This is the single relationship. A lot of my readings are going back and forth. Singles are acting like couples. Couples are acting. But here, I get a sense here that there's either something coming in, okay, or something going out. Now, we've already established the fact that there's something that is gone. But why do we have a physical side here? Because when we get into the physical side, that means we are being intimate with someone. And that tie shows that there's a tie that is being broken. Now, there's two ways this can go. One is that we are either engaging in sex with a partner that we have let go, so therefore we truly have not let them go, or we are engaging in a partner that is attached or getting detached from someone else, right? So either we're messing around with an ex, or we're going into a situation where we're getting involved with someone who is in the process of Xing out somebody. Okay. And I feel like for the majority here, it's going to be an Xing out, because I feel like, just let me process this here. Yeah. Okay. Stand corrected. They're going the male here, because we're talking about the Pisces female. Male here has no tie, right? The woman has the tie. The woman is still processing the emotions. So this is where she sits. She is now in a relationship. We do not know what this man is doing or how he is attached or not attached, but know that this man does not have a tie. So what they're saying is this Pisces woman, no matter what scenario she's running into here, she is the one that is still tied and moving on physically. Okay. So there's a sense here that that relationship that is in the past is not coming back for some, but it could be for others, right? I mean, depends on your chart where you're at. So very much dabbling on the sex side here, okay? But she has not processed her emotions, okay? So the next card we get is the Knight of Pentacles. They're going, this is the new connection, because for some there is going to be a brand new connection here, okay? So Knight of Pentacles, that's what is that? Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus type energy. So someone who is stable is someone wants to make an offer here. I mean, there's obviously been an offer of sex, and I feel like it goes beyond that. I feel like this person that they had a one night with, there's going to be more here. Okay, there's more on the other side of this. We may not be talking about it right away, but I feel like it's going to linger. The male is definitely wanting more than just that one night, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, there's an offer. Let's do more. Let's see more. Let's get together. I think really picking up on the male here, he is very much wanting to show attention to her, so as not to give her the idea that we were just a one night yet. He does not want to come on too strong, okay? It's the sense I get here. I gotta watch myself. I don't want to give her the wrong idea either way. I don't want to play it too cool, and I don't want to be too strong, come on too strong here. Turn it off. So he's very much watching his step, okay? Sex side of things. So it seems like a one night stand here that is going to be, I feel like the male is going to want to offer more. I feel like, obviously, right? Because she's had that tie there. She's got a lot of stuff she's got to process in her brain. She may be getting into this physical thing a little quick here. And then we end up with the wheel, and that is talking about fateful things, right? Turns of the wheel in relationships. Now we're talking about my other readings, talking about the modes of undress, right? And the cycles of because we're in the sex side. So we're talking about cycles that happen in a relationship, in the physical aspect of it. Now, these guys jumped into bed. Now he's making an offer. So it's almost like we jumped ahead here, and now he's got to slow down. And that's the sense I'm getting here. Is like, whoa, I don't want her thinking I'm just a one night. Because the Knight of Pentacles, he really does try and get his ducks in a row here. He wants to get everything in the right way. But I feel like he may have either been in a position where we let our passions get the best of us, and we kind of did something that was a little out of character. The Moon card here is saying, there's things here that neither one of us could foresee, especially this little get together, right? we have a situation here. Talk about full moon, right? Where we have a connection here. I feel like passion took over. We ended up in the bed, and now the man is going, whoa, I gotta, this is not me. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is going, man, this is not me. I want to know more about this woman and get to know more, but I feel like he's got to slow it down now. We went all the way. What now? We got to pull it back a bit. How am I going to do that without giving her the wrong idea? So this is what's going on. Okay, so that is the basic reading here. What am I at? 25. Okay, so I go horizontally, then I go vertically, because when you open it up vertically and all the cards that come through, there's a lot of stuff that comes out. So we're going to do that. No. Make sure I get all the cards in the right order here. Okay. So we started out with the Pisces female, right? Six of Swords, turning away. She had a relationship. She's single now, and that was what happened. So she's moving on. Next card, Four of Wands. Oh, okay. They're going, not only did we think that, okay, hold on here. Okay, so they're going, not only did we think that we had a relationship in the past, that we were, you know, going through the whole nine, the marriage, the kids, and the fence, we are now in a situation where we have that same opportunity going forward. Only we're not going to see it as quickly or as clearly as we did in the past, okay? Because why? Because we've learned to slow things down. Maybe not in the bedroom, but Four of Wands. So that's about the foundation that she truly is looking for, the strong, sturdy, stable home life. I want the whole nine, right? So that's talking about that. Then 43, we talk about the confusion, right? So they're giving me a sense here. The confusion is coming from the fact that we have a one-night stand and things are just, it doesn't add up in our scheme of things. In this stability kind of way, doesn't add up. Okay, so this may create some confusion forward. Okay, now on top of that, we get the Two of Swords. Not only that, we have still not processed our last relationship here, and we are in a zone where we want to shut our heart off, and that does not bode well for future relationships. So this is going to cause a problem, right? And here we have the moon, and the moon is the confusion, right? We don't get out of that. Why? Because we're leaving our heart. We're how you say it? We're sashing our heart off to what's going on here. I feel like the opportunity, we're leaving, we're looking for love, we're confused in how to go about doing that. And the Two of Swords, it's like, I don't think I can open my heart again. And the moon is saying, well, we'll see what happens in the future, okay? So that's the first line here. Kind of like the universal energies are going, well, you have a plan, but guess what? So do we, okay? Next card about the sunshiny, happy, joy, direction that they're saying is coming forth here. And then on the back of that, we have the Five of Cups, which talks about, yeah, there's joy and stuff in the future, but we're so caught up in all of the hang-ups of the depression of the past that we can't seem to see it. Our back is to it, right? These two kids in innocence are looking up at the joy and going, what's that? And she is, you know, still processing that relationship. So she's focusing on the negative, not able to see that joy. I get a sense she knows it's there. She's not dipping into it. She's kind of, oh, poor me. But the thing is that we just have to process it in some format. Then the 17 is kind of sandwiching, right? The joy and the prospects here about movement forward. If we move forward, we'll get happy. We just have to have faith that it's there, okay? And then on the social scene here, we get the Eight of Cups, which is talking about getting out and mingling and being out in public, and kind of just, I get a sense of some of these women going, oh, I don't want to go, but like I'm not in the mood. But, and I don't feel them really popping out of it and being the butterfly that they are, you know, or could be if they were in the happy zone here. But it's going out and meeting people, and that's good for your you know, your vibes forward. May not make you happy, happy, joy, joy, but it'll get you slowly out of that zone. And then on the sex side, we talk about the seven of pentacles, which is talking about going out and meeting. And I feel like this is what's in the future for the Pisces female. She really does have to kind of socialize so she can get out and mingle and meet this people. And I feel like she's going to come across, and it may be, oh, here we go. Okay, give me a second here. Maybe a friend of a friend or somebody that you're meeting that brings someone else. And then suddenly they just kind of look at you and go, wait a minute. Right? So the seven, yeah, they just end up like, I'm sorry, but they end up like boom, bang, crash, boom. It's like right there. They just end up in one evening going through the motions, okay? So there's a situation here where we're kind of being, I feel like our friends are trying to drag us out of our pity party that we're having all by ourselves. And we managed to kind of succumb to that. And then as we do, we end up coming across a situation that is quite quick. Okay. And again, her not being out of the zone where she's processed everything, but nonetheless jumping in physically. That's okay. Not a big deal, right? Now, as we move forward here, it's not my opinion, it's just the way the energy's coming across. I'm expressing it. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, this is her. This is her energy. This is her looking at her emotions and going, oh man, I can't get rid of them, right? I just want to dump it and be done with it. The universe is going, no, we have to process this. And we have to look forward, right? And then the next cup, or the next card, Two of Cups. So she's processing about a love, and even though she left one that was probably deeper than she'd had before, she's going to go into one that is just as deep, if not deeper. That's what they're saying. So we have to let that other one go. We have to let the one go so we can get into something better. And that's that Two of Cups coming forth here. The Queen, and give me a sec here. Yeah, she's really focused on her emotions, but it's okay because the partner in the future may have a similar situation, meaning we may have a partner here, this dude that comes up, you know, no ties here. He may be in a situation where he is processing the same thing. Okay. So we may have a little bit of a mirror here coming out. Now, the next card on the Lenormand is the Luck. And that's the Luck, I think, is like, we're going to bring her out and get her socialized. Somebody drags her out when she doesn't want to go, where she doesn't want to be. And the luck is that we end up doing all right. We end up coming across something here that is kind of highly aspected. So we're kind of pity partying, but there's somebody here that's dragging us into a lucky zone where we're going to come across something that's going to be worth it. Now, got to be aware of our devilish side coming to bear here, because I feel like the Pisces woman could get in a situation here where she's dragged out by her friends, right? She doesn't want to go, so she's in that mode where just come at me because you're going to get it. Like, that's the mode I get. It's like the girlfriends are trying to take you out and you're trying to go, and she ends up being like in a bitchy mode. It's really what I'm getting. And that's the devil. It's like, yeah, I can go out, but I'm not going to be happy about it. And so there's a sense here of not wanting to be happy, you know, like they're trying to get her out and lighten her up, but it's just a stubbornness to want to dive into that. And then on the sex side, we get the Knight of Pentacles, and that's that offer coming forward. And I do feel somehow this man, and he's the Knight of Pentacles, right? So he does have some stability behind him. He may not have it all set up yet, but he comes off with an energy that I feel just gets rid of this one altogether. I feel like this cannot exist in this zone. She may be cantankerous and all that. But I feel like if we're going out and we're socializing, this guy comes out at the end of the night. He may have had his eye on her all evening, and then all of a sudden he comes out of the woodwork and says, maybe just lays it on the line. I feel like there's a banter here. This guy just cuts through her illusion, okay? And maybe they have a decent conversation because of it. This guy don't talk no shit to me, so sorry I'm all foul mouthed today, but he's not going to talk crap to me, so I might just loosen up on the devil's side, right? Because I get a sense she starts the evening out that way, but someone, and it may be this dude, that they end up on the physical side of things. Well, obviously, right? He does something right. That he's the one that kind of gets underneath. And the only way you can do that is because, that's a mirror. I've been where you've been. In fact, I am where you are. And I'm not happy either. And they both kind of wallow in it all night long. Okay. Oh, man. I could write a book. Okay, the last line here. This single Pisces. 8 of Cups. Oh, that's the leaving. Going away. I'm traveling. I'm motoring. Off I go. Why? Because someone broke my heart and I can't take it no more. Put a lot of work in here, but that's okay. I'm bitchy and I let them have it before I left. That's the sense I'm getting from now. This fits right in here. Fits real good here. I let them have it. They know where I stand. And there is nothing more to be done here. And then on the the 3 of Pentacles is really about, I feel like before this all came to a head here, I feel like the Pisces woman was maybe forcing things or had things forced upon her in the relationship that was past, okay? Feel like there was a forcing here somehow, some way. Whether it was forcing it to stay together when it should be apart or forcing it to be apart. No, it's the other way. Trying to force it. And I feel like it may have been on the other side of her, not her herself. I feel like she had had enough, but the partner was really forcing things to a degree, didn't realize what he was doing. Wasn't all in, and he forced it, and it broke. Okay? So the last card, the wheel, we're talking about fate, karma, all of those things that spin around in a relationship, right? This was fated. I feel like it was part and parcel to get this woman on her path self-righteously, meaning she had a lesson to learn here about her own self-worth in a relationship, what she will and won't put up with. I feel that was very much demonstrated through this past relationship. And it is something that was fated so that she could have better, firm foundation for this guy coming up at the party that she's going to be at. Okay. Even though this starts off kind of shady, and I'm saying shady, but I mean really fast, really like wham bam. I feel like there's going to be a push on the male side to just, I got to keep this going. I can't let this, there's something more here that this Knight of Pentacles wants. Let me get rid of these goofy cards. We're going to talk a little more here. So I feel like I'm not done. There is some illusions here, okay? Yeah, intimately in this relationship. We have this man. I want to say more about this man, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. So that's an earth sign, but don't get hung up on the sign. It's the sense I'm getting from him is he doesn't get flung by much, meaning he doesn't get worked up, he doesn't storm in and out of things, but he is feeling very fired up with this woman, okay? And this is throwing him, but he realizes he has to keep his calm. And this is kind of where the moon sits. I think the moon sits with him. He's like, whew, I feel a lot for this one. I can't show all that I feel to her, but I can't let her go thinking that this was just a wham bam. So this is really what they want to kind of get through, I think, in this reading. For the Pisces single, there's somebody coming along here. It's going to be a real, how do you say, cards on the table, boom. And one night, boom. And then we're going to think, well, that was that, right? But again, this man, I feel like he feels more. And I think the Pisces female is still processing. So she's got to be careful. So, I don't know. That earth sign, he's, just give me a minute here. Feeling an urge to dig into this. Yeah. He's, again, he's low-key in it, heavy, to a degree where we might be disappointed. But just give him a shot here. Oh, man. Give him a shot. And try not to think negative. Try to learn from your past relationships. Is really the theme I'm getting here is that we have not processed our past relationship, and it could gum up this one, but we're gonna have to go against instinct here because there's all these patterns in the past. It's like we're gonna have to give this guy a chance because he's gonna have red flags, but I feel like the red flags are not necessarily, it's just because we're so sensitive from the past relationship that it's going to come off as, oh no, here we go, da da da, right? So we got to be careful of that going forward because I feel like this dude's got something behind him that he needs to be given a chance here. Why? Because of this card. I feel like, you know, the Knight of Cups, whenever I get this guy, he's that dude. He's not going to piss around with you. He's going in there. He wants long, solid stuff. And the Four of Wands, you guys both want that. And not only that, I feel like both of you are coming from the same place. He has been hurt. And he may not be disconnected from his partner either. You know, physically or mentally. I feel like the Pisces female is trying to disconnect mentally. That physically it's been done, but mentally, I feel like this guy may not even be disconnected physically, okay? But he may have to make some changes in the future. So keep your boundaries up, but don't run off, is the sense I'm getting here. Give him a chance and try and be open and discuss and let the heart go. I feel like after the one-nighter here, which is the scenario I see, we're just going to have to really, it's like we're both tiptoeing here. She's going to just presume automatically, yeah, it was just a one night. That's it. I'm not going to hear. And he is going to try and keep the contact going so that he doesn't look like this was just a one night. And I feel there's more energy behind that. And that'll unfold, however, but that's the sense I'm getting here. There's a dude and he's something going on here. It's really fast and swift, but I feel like there's something about this guy that's trustworthy. Hope I'm not wrong there. Well, the cards aren't wrong. So, and we're looking for love. So we gotta, yeah, because the universe basically saying here, we cannot shut down in a heart-centered way because this will do us no good and we miss a good opportunity forward, and that's it in a nutshell, basically. We could miss a good opportunity here for a good connection, and what they were telling me is that, yeah, this is better than the one we came from. We have no idea what, you know, how that sits until we get into it. And we got to open our heart in order to do that. Da, 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 da. So that is the reading for the Pisces female single. So thanks, guys, for coming in. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody said nothing. That's okay. That is the reading. So I will be throughout all week here shooting off some of my videos that just are not loading up. They're not transferring for some reason. So I'll be in and out. Day, evening, whenever I get a chance, I'll be shooting some videos. So I'm going to try and take a little break here and tone down. And I got a Cancer male single coming up next. So I'm gonna shoot that off tonight. I can get that done. And in the meantime, take care, have fun, and be kind. Now, Infinity readings and reviews tomorrow night. I'm going live in there. I will be having live tarot nights here on YouTube. I gotta get it organized in a way before I shoot them out. It'll be next month for sure. After next month, before I do that, where we'll have an open night where you guys can come in and I'll give you readings, micro reads, like 3-4 cards, and we'll just like kind of one question, boom, 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 and we'll see what we can fire off. So I will be doing that in the future to kind of pep up things. It's been a long time. Crickets are chirping since I've been in. So I will be doing that next month. Yeah. And in the meantime, if you want weekly masculine, feminine, stuff like that, Infinity readings and reviews on Facebook, that's where I do all my work during the week when I'm not here. And next month I'll be out doing live nights. So I'll do that once a month, I think. Anyhow, take care, have fun, and be kind.